Hi, my name is Marette. Welcome and God bless. I'm so happy to be here with my best friend, Judy. We met in choir 1987 and have been best friends ever since. And I guess there's a change of plans, so we're going to start with Still, Still, Still. This is an Austrian carol. It's one of my favorite pieces, and it is just a blessing to be with your congregation here with my best friend. So, Still, Still, Still.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you all?
Doing fine.
The sun's out. Yay! So I'm Cindie Leitman, and I'm here to welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living Tacoma. All of you here and those of you online, welcome. I'm going to introduce a lot of people. Please hold your applause until the end, okay? Our musicians today are Bienvenido Yangco on the clarinet and Jude Grover on the piano with Marette Whitney, hi, on the violin, and our special musical guest, my favorite, Sonny Joe Loudin. Okay. Our audiovisual team is Erik Perrohe, Ronald Edens, and Max Ebersole. Our practitioners today are Suzanne Frazier on platform and Bev Holland holding high watch in the back. You don't look like Bev.
She's right there.
Oh, there you are. Okay. All right. And I hope you all have a chance to meet Oz. Okay? Make sure you say hi to Oz.
Oz is
Oh, yes. You want to say who Oz is?
under his new patent.
Oz is my new service dog. Remember, 2 months ago, Toby died, and I've been looking for 2 months to find another one. And this dog came to me with all the ease and grace that your prayers ask for me. So I thank you so much. I struggled and I worked for like 4 to 6 hours a day to find a dog, and that paid off in the end because that's how I found him. And he was in Portland at Oregon Dog Rescue, a place I'd never heard of before. And I found him on Friday. I drove down through the rain on Saturday to get him. And he's a 5-year-old Bernedoodle. Super, super smart. He already knows most of what he needs to know.
Great.
He's so willing and wants to learn, and he's friendly, but you need to approach him kind of slowly, because he spent his whole life in the backyard.
Okay.
So he never got out, he never met people, and now he's a part of the congregation.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to our greeters, Justin and Casey. They greeted you. No, that's not Justin. Justin's there and Ken's back there. You're mixing things up on me. You're making me nuts. Everybody stay where they are. Okay. So Justin and, no, Ken and Casey greeted you with a smile in the back when you came in the door. Also Jack for coordinating the coffee service today. And downstairs we have both Kaylyn and Jack again, watching the babies and keeping the kids safe. Our speaker today is Mona Williams, our chief practitioner. Now, applause. So, you are graciously invited to the Christmas Vesper evening service, which will be at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, December 24th. 5 p.m. See, it happened again. 5 p.m., Tuesday, December 24th. Diane Spicer will be our musical guest along with our practitioners, providing readings and prayers. This is a lovely service. Please come join us. And please see your program for more information about classes and announcements. Now, practitioners will be in the prayer room at the back, right there, after service, holding a prayer circle. So if you're in need of prayer, please join them. Now I want to tell you a little bit about the Center for Spiritual Living Tacoma. We are an inclusive, welcoming, and heart-centered community. So if you're new today, if you're here for the first time, and you feel comfortable raising your hand, please do so we could welcome you. Yay! All right. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. So let's take a moment to remember who we are and what we believe. The Center for Spiritual Living Tacoma is a peaceful, loving, and joyful spiritual community with a shared set of values, principles, and practices. We embody an understanding of our oneness with Source. We are committed to individual transformation and to being a beneficial presence on the planet. Our vision is to create a world that works for everyone. We help to empower you to bring your dreams to life, and we do this together through practicing meditation and prayer, offering a spiritual home, teaching universal spiritual principles, giving consciously, living in the present moment, engaging in a life of service, and providing a pathway to peace of mind. Now I'm going to turn over to Drew.
Let's hear it for the improvisational skills of Cindie Leitman. You did really well adjusting on the fly. You were cute. You were cool and collected. That was beautiful. Well done. Yeah, so the 24th is starting at 5 p.m. on Christmas Eve. So just mark it down that it's going to be 5 p.m. That's changed, and it's our new start time. And again, your practitioners are these wonderful people that you see around you. We see Suzanne, we see Mona, we see Bev and Owen in the back. And they're all people that are really concentrating on helping you to unearth maybe your own blocks, your challenges. So please see them, talk to them, get to know them. You can create private sessions or you can join them in the prayer room afterwards, but they're extremely good. I also want to just put a plug in for classes. Classes help people grow in beautiful ways. Tye came up and talked last week about being in class and the amount that it helped him to grow. So think of this as always growth. You're in a growth mindset, growth mindset. That's the way we continue to expand our consciousness. Again, I'm going to welcome Tye, our new acting executive director of Spiritual Centers for Living International. He's the man, the myth, the legend. And we happen to have the presence of him here as our board treasurer, but the amazing Tye Minckler. Thank you, Tye.
Thank you. As that Buddhist farmer says, maybe yes, maybe no. It's just, so thank you. Hey, welcome and good morning. When I walk in here, the energy is palpable. Wow. I mean, and I don't think it's just because we all like each other. I think we individually have raised our consciousness, aware of love and compassion. I mean, it is palpable in here. So, right? And I know I've heard other people tell me that as well. So it's a gift, and a gift for us to give to our community. And let's continue it. You knew I was going to talk about this, right? So we would like everyone to be a member. We want everybody to commit. As I talked last week, commitment unleashes bold things, and it's powerful, and it helps us be a strong beacon of hope to the community. So we have our pledge-o-meter in the back now. We've got 40 members as of today, and I think we can get to 75 because I know people want to commit, and for themselves and what that does, and also for our community, and also for the movement at large. So I'm here to remind you that for those who are committing for the first time, and for those who increased their pledge over last year, the practitioners have graciously offered a session to discover what affirmative prayer means for you, or to help you manifest whatever you want in your life. That's a wonderful gift that they're offering. In addition, as I've said before, for those who are members, we're going to have a member appreciation breakfast next March. It was a lot of fun last year, so we're going to do it again. And then I'm happy to announce today that members will receive a benefit. We've talked about this for a long time, but benefit of 10% discount on all classes and events. So that's a good deal, right?
That's a good deal.
It's a good deal.
That's a great deal, Tye.
All right. So for anybody who's a member here, we want to acknowledge that and provide a discount. But there's more. For those who pledge before year end, an anonymous benefactor has offered to buy everyone a CSL t-shirt. So there's even more. So please commit. Turn your pledge in. And some of you may be already committed and pledging and continuing a bank transfer, for example. Make sure you fill out a card so that we have your current address and phone number and email, et cetera, so that we're able to track the emails in the database. Okay, and so now here to talk about the youth program as well as her interest in pledging is the one and only Kaylyn Hamilton, the fabulous marketer, web designer, and youth director.
Good morning. Thank you. Okay, so I'll just give you guys a little update on what's going on with the kiddos. It's been a really fun year. We finished a year. So 1 year with the youth program. It's been so much fun, and I'm really excited because we have a really wonderful foundation and infrastructure to build on for this coming year. So I'm kind of thinking about what's the next step for building it out and getting it a little bit bigger and creating a little bit more capacity within it. So this coming February for Valentine's Day, we're going to be hosting a Valentine's Day party for kids. And so all the people in the community can bring their kids for some low-cost childcare. And then all the couples in the community can have a date night. because when we support our families, we support our community. They support us back. Yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be really fun. I would like to have a good bit of volunteers. I really want it to be a good outreach just for like doing good for the community, but also getting people to know us. So I would like to have a good bit of volunteers, and some of those volunteers would be like even just, I want the door to be open so parents can come in and out, because they all have different plans and different times, but I'd like somebody at the door to make sure that only parents are coming in and out, stuff like that. So if you're interested in helping, or you just have any cute ideas or anything, you know, I'm always here. So that's kind of the next thing. For marketing, we are also hoping to have a meeting this coming January, so more on that, and just kind of brainstorm what is next for 2025, and kind of like what the next step is in our approach. And then for pledging, right now might be a great time to pledge for you. We have all these incentives that Tye was talking about. But when I first started coming here, I was not pledging for a while, and I was growing myself in a lot of ways. You wouldn't really mistake me for cash rich. So I was just not at that place where I could step into that immediately. But I have to just say, I think I'm just going to go approach this from a different angle. One of the things about being me is that I live continuously, or I have to, it kind of forces you to live continuously in the economy of spirit, in which somehow everything that you want always comes to you. And so I get to like live in the magic, and I don't even get surprised anymore. I just think of what I want, and somehow it appears. Like, I really wanted a really pretty rug, but clean and nice and big and warm for the nursery, and I got one. And it's free, so yeah. And that was just yesterday, and every day something happens like that. And my lamp broke. And then I wanted a lamp, and this person had this lamp that she loved and was really special to her, and I loved it too, and so she was able to give it to somebody who loved it too. It's just little things like that they're sweeter. They're sweeter when they come like that, aren't they? So I say all this because I know that part of stepping into that is giving, and there's generosity, and sometimes what I have to give is time, but what I do have in other means I like to give, and I do my best at it, and there's just a continuous little bit by little bit I step into that spirit a little bit more, it's not a big act of okay, I'm gonna give all my money today. It's just small commitments that I grow into, so that's how I approached it, and I think that's been right for me. And now with all these incentives and with us just supporting this community and trying to reach our goals, it might be a great time for you as well. But in any case, I encourage you to do whatever the next step is for you in stepping into the economy of spirit, because we are all growing into it more and more every day. And that is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that. That was lovely. And, Kaylyn redesigned our website, too, along with everything. So check it out, because she's very talented, and we're lucky to have her. I think the point to make here is that the pledging is not about pressuring. It's about inviting you into saying you want to commit. And that commitment boldly states that we're going to make a brand new world together, and this place becomes a haven for that. So make it comfortable for yourself. Don't make it uncomfortable, but knowing that magic happens when you step through the threshold. It just does. There's something mystical and beautiful about opening your heart and saying, I'm in. And when that happens, it opens the floodgates for things all around you in abundance that you cannot imagine. So I would say, treat this as an experiment. Because the reason we're talking about pledging law is not only because we want to be solvent and positive for us as a community, but we want to create a better world. And that's how we do it, by making that denotation. And that denotes your membership. And when you say that, you're a member, you vote, you're here, you're part of that movement in a significant way. And again, make it comfortable. Make it comfortable. Don't make it uncomfortable, but see the magic in it. That's why we have big magic as our theme. All right, so I got a few gratitudes to read here. Ready? Let's all take this in, because remember, your brain doesn't know the difference between your gratitude and someone else's gratitude. It just senses gratitude and it goes, whoa, here we go. So here we go. New challenging job starting tomorrow. Woo! The countless opportunities to do what my hands find to do in this miraculous community. Guidance, love, and acceptance. And here one of our wonderful older members has written, I'm losing my memory, so please pray for it and that it stops going down. And I'm going to say boldly, you cannot just pray for that, pray for it improving, because we know we heard from Bev, who has had a tremendous experience with that. And what she did was she said she's getting better, and it proved out. She improved. So know the power to help direct where you want to go in your life is right here in your noggin. You have immense capabilities right here to determine your direction. So let's all pray for that. Music, increasing the belief of possibilities. Being able to attend CSL again, a place to have a lovely community full of possibilities. The blessing growth of support and meeting privately with one of our skilled practitioners for prayer treatments and more. Graduating from self-mastery with an A+. An A+, and meeting new lifelong friends. My husband's health test being better than expected. Beautiful people, energy, and music. And my meditation practice and the big magic that is CSL. Let's all, remember, your neighbors, if they wave to them. If they reach out a hand. If they reach out 2 hugs, it's a hug. But let's greet each other for just a minute real quick and say, we're in this big magic ride together. Okay, let's come back. Come back. Let's come back. Let's come back. Come back. Let's come back. Let's come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. All right, everybody take a deep breath in together. Feel that. That is the power of love coursing through your veins. Power that's available to you at any time that we can make manifest on this world. And those are the simple actions that bring it about. That's big magic right there. So bravo, good job, everyone. If we did that as a world altogether, we would end war, violence, hatred, dominance. All of it would go away because there'd be no point to it. See what you feel now is completely open and alive. That's the secret that's big magic. That's the secret that you bring to this center and we bring to the world. Bravo. All right. This morning we have a special treat. And I watched the other Mona come in, Mona Baghdadi, and she just came here when you were up. She's like, is this a service or a party? What's happening here? She was like, am I in the right place? Is this the right time? I say, right place, right time, right here. You got it. All right. We're going to hear from lovely Sunny Joe and then the practitioner. And then we're going to hear from Mona Williams. Mona Williams is a true stalwart and an amazing example of spiritual practitionership and love in this world. She's a bright light. She's a beautiful mind and a beautiful heart. She cut her teeth in Oakland working tirelessly to understand what these can do, and she demonstrates it beautifully. She is truly a force for good in our world, and so we're going to love hearing from her, and she's our lead practitioner today. But right now, we have Sunny Joe and some beautiful, beautiful music to get us started. Thank you.
Hello. So Drew and I were talking earlier, and I was told that this was going to be a service involving fire. So I just picked a couple of my tunes that I've written, and I'm going to perform those, and I'll finish with something happy, I promise. But this song that I wrote, this is called Paper to Ashes, and it's kind of about reinventing a new beginning and not letting life's traumas keep you down for long. There's a change in the weather, but the day stays the same. So I'll pick up this old damn guitar and I'll learn how to play. The leaves have all fallen, but you never came home. So I'll think it, I'll feel it, I'll sing it, then I'll leave it alone. 'Cause if you don't want me, and I don't want you, some are meant to stay, some are meant to lose, some will walk away, and they may find another heart to break. I remember those nights, I can still smell your cologne. Now you're out there somewhere with someone, not sleeping alone. I'm empty inside, I'm a walk in the wire. So I'll write it, I'll fold it, I'll throw it on into the fire. 'Cause if you don't want me, and I don't want you, some are meant to stay, some are meant to lose, some will walk away, and they may find another heart to break, to break. Paper to ashes, flames in my eyes, burning and smoldering, circling into the sky. Higher and higher, dancing on the line, the leaves have all fallen, but you never came home. So I'll think it, I'll feel it, I'll sing it, then I'll make it a song. 'Cause if you don't know, and I don't know you, some are meant to stay, some are meant to lose, some will walk away, and they may find another heart to break. You don't want me, and I want you. I'm begging you to stay. Some are meant to use, some will walk away, and they may find another heart to break. To break.
Well, here I am again, finishing after this. So the reading for this morning is how perfectly titled, A Heart Ablaze. This is Mona Williams. Gift to me. A heart ablaze, a burning pyre, a furnace within, fueled by desire. Each beat a spark, a flicker bright, in the dark of night, a radiant light. The embers glow, a passionate flame, consuming thoughts, whispering my name. A wild tempest, untamed and free, this fiery heart, it belongs to me. Like molten lava, it courses through, a restless tide forever new. Can't quench this fire, it burns so strong, a symphony of passion in this burning song. Though it may scorch, it brings me life in the heat of the moment beyond strife. A wild embrace, a love so raw. This heart ablaze, it knows no law. So let it burn fiercely flare, a beacon of love without compare. For this blaze, my soul takes flight, a heart ablaze in the eternal light. So now if you choose to close your eyes, and go to that place within you, individually within you, where this love flourishes and blazes, where God is, where sweet spirit directs everything, where the love we know is the love we are. I know that we have this capacity for an intrinsic, absolute knowing of the truth of who you are, the truth of what lives within you that is so divine, so lovely, that we have the gift of being able to share it with one another. And at this particular time of year, isn't it lovely to know that we come here in that communion of love to reinforce each other, to love each other through whatever difficulty we may be having and the joy that we feel just in that source of being together in oneness. I know that that exists with you, within you. It exists within me. I know that it not saves us, but it fires us. It leads us into bigger dreams and bigger possibilities. With love, that kind of love, everything is possible. Everything is possible. If you can dream it, you can have it. The main characteristic is to believe it. To believe it. If you believe it, as Kaylyn so eloquently said, if we believe it, it comes to us. It comes to us. I know this is true right now for each one of you. And so in the spirit of joy, I say thank you, thank you, thank you, sweet spirit. And so it is.
My song selections are turning out to be fairly appropriate. Speaking of oneness, imagine what it would be like to be having that moment during a shipwreck. Let's think about that for a minute. As I slowly drift to sleep, I feel you close by my side. If two by sea escape the night and pray that we survive, and the fire is still on the horizon, and the air is blowing in defense, and the moon is singing a sonata, and the stars are laughing in sequence. You and I, two shadows in the night. I'm loving you forever and ever. Out of time, I'll love you till the moment I die. I'm loving you forever. Touch the darkness, feel the night like velvet waves in the wind. Caught and tangled firelight, my body moves within. And the fire is down on the horizon, and the air is blowing in defense. Yeah, the moon is singing a sonata, and the stars are laughing in sequence. You and I, two shadows in the night. I'm loving you forever and ever. Out of time, I'll love you till the moment I entombed inside the water. Shipwreck on the sea, holding one another, synchronicity. You and I, two shadows in the night. I'm loving you forever and ever, out of time. I'll love you till the moment I die. I'm loving you forever and ever. You and I, true lovers in the night. I'm loving you forever and ever. Out of time. I'll love you till the moment I die. I'm loving you forever and ever and ever. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning.
I always have to take a minute. You guys, I love music. And I was sitting there listening and realizing how blessed we are. Not only from our speakers, but the musicians that we get, the musicians that we have that are with us each and every week, our guests that come in and fill our hearts and souls. So I say thank you. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. So you guys, today's topic, Leslie sent me a text message. She says, Mona, are you going to do another topic, or are you going to do what comes from headquarters? I said, I'll take what comes from headquarters. But sometimes I wonder. So our topic today is Hearts Ablaze. Let the fire of infinite love blaze in your heart. And the overall, we are feeling creatures who think, as we allow the fire of love, the fire of spirit to move us, we rise to new levels of joy, love, and alignment with spirit. So it's been a week, it's been a couple of weeks thinking about this topic. And it keeps changing. It keeps changing. But there's always one common factor, and that factor is my heart ablaze? Is my life ablaze? And I can't say it is. It has moments. And so this week, as I was going over this topic and writing things down and doing my research and not wanting to just repeat something that I've read in a book, but let's really put this into action. Last Sunday, in the prayer room, there's always numerous people that have prayer requests, and when I end that, I was the lead practitioner on platform, and so I do the main part of the treatment, and I was in there. I was the only practitioner in there. But there's something about being a practitioner and listening to the prayer requests and knowing that each request that's there, there's only one of us in the room. Just like today, there was only one idea in the room as we listened to the songs that were sang, as we listened to the gratitude messages that came along. And we listened to the first song. Was it called Still? Ooh, be still my heart. So there's always something. But last Sunday, listening to the request, somebody requested about being mirror work. And that has sat with me all week long. Mirror work. So let's go back to that. Is my heart ablaze? Or is it just at a light amber? What am I carrying around with me? What thoughts from the past, what hurts from the past am I still holding on to? When I start looking at that mirror, putting that mirror to myself, why isn't my heart ablaze? What am I walking around with? What resentments do I have that I'm not allowing to let go of? A lot of times I talk about forgiveness when I speak, but I'm just going to put forgiveness to the side today, you guys. I'm just going to say, Mona, what's really going on? Why isn't your heart ablaze? What hurts have you allowed to linger and to keep that amber, that fire, just kind of wiggling, you know? And not stating it, keeping a smile on my face and resentment and hurt in my heart. It makes me think of, all of a sudden it just came to me. I know you guys have heard this about being angry with someone and wanting to poison them, but the only person that's being poisoned is you. You're holding yourself capture. That would help keep that flame low. Resentments. You say yes, but behind the yes is something you want to say no to. You know, I'm a person that will do it. Yes, I'll do it. Yes, I moved back to Washington State. But once I got here, oh my gosh, I can't stand the rain. Oh my goodness, it's cold. Oh my God, where's my tribe? Oh my goodness, I mean, just like a spoiled kid. But I said yes. I said yes. Yeah, I said yes. So with working with this, taking a look at myself, taking a look at my life, and knowing the principles of science of mind, knowing that I still want to show up as a light, I do that. I show up as a light, and I'm grateful when I can allow people to be satisfied or heard their own souls by something that I say to them. You guys, please be patient with me as I kind of go through this today with you. I've been listening to podcasts. How many here listen to podcasts? Well, I found a podcast that has my heart ablaze. It's really allowed me to go within and say, hey, Mona, what's going on? What is it that you need to let go of? I continuously do forgiveness work, but this is just what's keeping my light, the light of my candle, what's keeping it at half mast. What is it that you love? And guess what, you guys? I do love the rain because it brings about the beauty that we see in all the seasons that we have, the flowers, the birds, the butterflies, the fresh air. How many have been to LA? Where you see the air. Something different about that. So it's not that I so much hate it, it's the fact that I need to learn how to worship that, move that back into my life so that I can really feel the love of it. So, of course, I always write down some notes. So we've talked about the constraints. I'm going to talk about the constraints that I have put on myself, the constraints that we put on ourselves. The constraints are those hurts from the past, the dreams that have been unfulfilled. Listening to this podcast, somebody asked this person, well, what did you want to be when you were a kid? And the person said, oh, I thought I'd be an astronaut. Oh, I thought I'd be the so-and-so. And it's like, and then where are you now? And why weren't you those things? Why did you not pursue those things? Were you listening to other people telling you, oh, you can't do that? Or was there so much chaos going on in your life that you couldn't get a real handle on who or what you want it to be? Chaos that you're just in survival mode. I need to learn how to live and never put any real form into it. So it kind of goes back to, who am I? Who are you? Maybe you established what you want it to be, but for some reason, something happened and that your dream was not fulfilled. Do you hold on to resentment because that dream, whatever came in the way to stop you from fulfilling that dream, you put the blame on yourself, or maybe you don't blame anybody, you just didn't do it. So you're living half a life. But your life looks like it's full. But is your candle, is your heart really ablaze? Is that flame just searing? Made me think of when I look at a candle, and you know how you get the wax down in the bottom, and so the flame starts flickering? Do you need to pour some of that wax out so that that flame can really start sparking, show its full flame, show its full light? If that wax were to represent some of the things in our lives, would it be bad relationships? Would it be toxic people in our lives that we allow to continuously be in our lives because we don't know how to say no? Set some boundaries up around ourselves that keeps that flame at a simmer. How do you feel when your flame is not fully ablaze? When your heart is not full? Is it a tiresome feel? Is it a drudgery? You know, I know many of us have worked 8 to 5 jobs, and it's a routine. Believe you me, I remember those days. get to bed at a certain time because the alarm clock is going to go off at so-and-so, and then I need to get up and I need to shower, I need to do my hair, I need to do my makeup, then I got to do it traffic, and then get to work on time, do what I have to do at work, get back in my car, make sure the family is fed, or I've got to stop and pick up groceries, go home, go to sleep, and repeat. You know, is that what it means to have our hearts full, ablaze? Have you found your tribe? Thinking about it, I moved back up here, and it took me about a year or so, but I was very much involved as a practitioner at the church that I belonged to when I lived in the Bay Area. So one of the things that I needed to do is I needed to find my spiritual tribe, and that's how I ended up at CSL Tacoma. I remember picking up that phone and calling Reverend Francis and saying, you know, I'm a practitioner from the Bay Area, and I just knew I needed to get back in the groove of things, the spiritual groove of things, although there were a lot of other constraints going on. But I said yes. So as I've gone through this, going over this, looking at what does it mean to live a life with the heart ablaze with love, infinite love, knowing that I am God's and God is living in, as, and through me, knowing that I can speak the truth for myself, and knowing that things are made manifest. Just like Kaylyn was saying, it's like magic. Spirit, I speak my word, and bam, there it is. And I say thank you. But can my flame, can my heart burn higher? Can the flame burn higher? Can I really walk the walk, talk the talk, feel the joy and the love at an all immense power? Yes, I can. So one of the things that came for me was, if I am tethered and my flame is low, can I use that low flame to burn that thing that's tethering me? It's just like taking a string and putting a flame to it and letting it burn that. What is that? How is that done? Is it done through treatment? Is it done through mirror work? Just understanding that, Mona, you do have resentments that are there. Girlfriend, you need to let them go. I found a tribe, another one, that I was driving, and it was like, wow, you mean to tell me all the negative thoughts and questions and doubts that I have about the ideas that God has given me, I need to let those doubts and fears and thoughts go and step into the truth of being that I am a child of God, and that all things are possible through God, the very presence that lives and breathes in, as, and through me. I state the truth. I let Spirit go before me to make the crooked places straight. And I fill my heart with love, with joy, with the knowingness that God is with me, and that nothing, no one can stop me from doing that which is mine to do. So I let go of my constraints. I let go of negative thoughts, of the worries, of those people, of those things that do not set my heart aflame, that do not promote my life, that do not fulfill my life, and I step into the knowingness that this life is God's life, and it is a life of joy. It is a life of peace. It is a life that is filled with all the goodness and the graciousness of this universe. And that my flame, my heart, is ablaze with the love of God. Thank you.
Well, your programs say I was going to do Ring of Fire, but I'm changing my mind. I can do that anytime. I thought maybe I'll do a Christmas song, because it's Christmas. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Ooh, cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudel, doorbell, sleigh bells, and schnitzel with a noodle, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudel, doorbell, sleigh bells, and schnitzel with a noodle, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dawn bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, that I don't feel so Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound to you by a wild desire. I fell into the ring of fire. I fell into the burning ring of fire.
Wow. In your wildest dreams, would you ever imagine that Ring of Fire and some of my favorite things could be such an extraordinary mashup? Wow. Mona, thank you for that beautiful, beautiful talk. That was so heartfelt and real and so poignant about how to set your heart ablaze, and also honest and vulnerable about what does it take to empty out that wax and let that flame burn brightly. And this is what it takes, is being real, being there, being genuine, and knowing that you're held and loved always, and that you are free to burn brightly for the remainder of your existence and beyond. Doubt that not. Believe in it with all your heart, because that's the truth. So, with that, we'll have our greeters come forward, and we'll take our abundance in our hands, knowing that that sets it ablaze too. That generosity is how to light your heart up. So let's say our prayer together with deep, deep knowing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. With infinite gratitude, so it is.
I just need to say a few things about the music today. This is the Johann Sebastian Bach's Concerto for two violins. And obviously there's only one violin here and a clarinet. So there's the discrepancy. But this piece is very near and dear to me because when my daughter was growing up, we need to play in church, and this is one of the pieces that we played. And Bach said it's okay.
Friend, and I was so in awe of Benny's beautiful playing. So I hope you just enjoy.
Thank you for that beautiful, beautiful music. Thank you so much. So we give thanks for all of our abundance and gratitude and joy, knowing that we're living out an abundant, magical life. Thank you.
Well, we certainly have been abundantly blessed this morning with the service and the music. My goodness. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. And so right now, I know that all of it is evidence of the source, of the one. We are reminded that we need only to question, ask that one question of ourselves that Mona posed. Is my heart ablaze? Is it? Let that roll around. Write it out. Speak it out. But know that that candle is there within you. Maybe it's a flicker right now. But we know how to make it ablaze. We've all felt that at one time in our life. And in this season of light, it seems just fitting that we should bring that forward. Be the light. Don't talk about it, just be it. Smile at the checker at the grocery store. Tell a lady on the street, gosh, you look pretty today. Tell that man, wow, you're doing a good job. Whatever it is, praise a child, pet your dog. Those are things that set our hearts ablaze. It's not the big stuff. The big stuff is good and it's dramatic and it's showy. But the little tiny things are the things that set our hearts ablaze and make us know that Spirit truly indwells us. So if it's not the perfect day for you, look for perfection. Look for the daisy that's growing up in the crack in the sidewalk. Look for the blue sky. Look for the cloud shaped like Snoopy. Those are the things that will set our hearts ablaze. Be the truth. And the truth with a capital T is that you are blazing in all your own glory. Embrace that. Love that part of yourself. Let it out. Don't be afraid to just let it flow out of you. I know that all of these things are true of you. I know that they're true of me. And ain't that fabulous? And I just say, I'm grateful. I'm so very grateful. Thank you, sweet Spirit. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. And I call it good and very good. And so it is. Thank you.
Well, let us release and let go.
I
Go forth, burn brightly, and set your hearts ablaze.